I'm a big fan of the first SteamWorld Dig. The gameplay was fun and easy to get to grips with, the universe was interesting, and made even more interesting by the next game in the series, SteamWorld Heist, and it ran perfectly on the Vita. I've been so impressed how SteamWorld Dig improves on the first game in every way. In a year with Ys 8, Undertale and Salt and Sanctuary being released for the Vita, it was hard to imagine the year getting better, but along comes SteamWorld Dig to prove me wrong. The story for SteamWorld Dig 2 picks up soon after SteamWorld Dig 1. The protagonist from the first game, Rusty, is missing and it's up to you, Dorothy, to find him. Dorothy's journey takes her through a variety of caves, digging downwards to find her missing friend. Along the way she meets a variety of townspeople, all concerned with the recent earthquakes that have been plaguing their homes. I found the story for SteamWorld Dig 2 really interesting. It gives a purpose to your adventure, but doesn't get in the way of the gameplay with overly long dialogue and exposition. The story added to the mythology created in the previous games, and I recommend playing them first so you can better understand some of the conversations Dorothy has with the townspeople. SteamWorld Dig 2 is a 2D Metroidvania game, although you're travelling downwards for the most part rather than horizontally. You use your pickaxe to break rocks and make a pathway down to your objective. Along the way you pick up a variety of new abilities and you can buy upgrades using the gems you find while digging through the caves. You also find hidden optional caves with challenges to beat and secret items to find. Some of the optional caves I found really difficult. They vary between challenging you in terms of having puzzles to figure out or precise platforming. There are so many secret items to find. When you find all the secrets in a cave, the map has a green tick to show it's completed. I probably would have completed the game much faster if I hadn't been so obsessed about trying to beat every cave, find every treasure and get those green ticks. The controls are where the game shines. Controlling Dorothy is so straightforward and using all the abilities she acquires feels so natural. Running, jumping, flying, grappling all feel so good. There are some 2D platformers where the jumping and running just feel right, and SteamWorld Dig 2 is one of those games. I found it really fun going from a simple robot that can just about run and jump, to this superhero robot with a flaming pickaxe, a grappling hook, the ability to fly, and rockets to shoot at enemies. In the first game I ended up getting trapped a couple of times because I created a hole too deep and couldn't get back out again. This is far less likely in SteamWorld Dig 2 because of the grappling hook and the rocket pack ability. The checkpoints are spaced out just right, allowing you to return to the town and heal, just often enough that you don't feel too out of your depth. The difficulty does ramp up later in the game. I don't think I died once in the first 4 hours, but then it started happening more and more. It was partly my fault for wanting to keep digging deeper and deeper into the caves despite my lack of health or light to see, but also I was upgrading my other equipment more than my health, so I ended up being quite weak in terms of hit points. There is a lot of customization options, so this doesn't necessarily need to happen to you. When you upgrade a piece of equipment, you unlock an extra ability that you can turn on by assigning cogs to it. Cogs are hidden all over the map or can be bought. The extra abilities are very useful, and you can reassign cogs whenever you want, so you can change up your abilities with ease depending on whether you're exploring a cave of lava or you're about to take on a difficult boss. It's also worth pointing out that although the game is also on the PS4, Switch and PC, the Vita version ran perfectly. I didn't have any instances of slowdown or bugs. The load times are practically non-existent on the Switch and PS4. On the Vita, load times take around 2 seconds when moving between locations. Other than that, the Vita version plays exactly like the other versions. The cartoony graphics look so good. The art style of the characters, especially the robot townspeople, were varied and colourful. You meet other characters along the way, who again have the perfect look for their character and personality. Compared to the other releases of the game, the Vita version looks perfect with no blurriness or noticeable downgrade when playing on the Vita screen. The computery sound effects when the robots talk suit the game and the characters. It's not a game I'd go out of my way to buy the soundtrack for, but the music suited the themes of the levels. SteamWorld Dig 2 is an excellent game. The fun and fluid gameplay is the best aspect of the game, but the story, art style and music complement each other perfectly to create one of the best games on the Vita. It's a game so enjoyable that you won't want it to end, and with all the secrets and collectibles your playtime can be considerably extended. If you're new to the series, you should pick up and play the earlier games first, not just for the story, but because they're also so good. This is definitely the best SteamWorld game in the series, and I'm looking forward to see what the developers do next. So guys, are you planning to pick up SteamWorld Dig 2? What's your favourite game of the SteamWorld series? Leave a comment below, and as always, thanks for watching.